Welcome to Module 6. So Module 5 was all about networking and the SEM network, and I hope that was interesting information. It's the kind of networking is like a whole nother part of computer science. It may not be something you ever thought about before, especially if you were taking this course and you were thinking about coding and stuff. But actually, careers in networking, which also do involve certainly an understanding of programming and coding and sort of thing, but it's a whole nother career opportunity. And if you are at all interested in how that all works, I encourage you to perhaps look into it in more detail. The cybersecurity course that Ms. Harb is going to teach second trimester will have a little more information about networking and the sort of thing, you know, threats to networks and how to keep networks safe and that sort of thing. So your questions were great. Take a look at your pages and see if I answered them to your satisfaction. If any of you would like an actual tour of our SEM, tour, it's not a tour, so we look into the room of the server room, I'm happy to open it up and have you take a look at the actual equipment that's in there, if ever you're interested. Okay, so Module 6. So in Module 6, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is schedule a one-on-one appointment with me. Once again, pros and cons of an online course. The big con is that I don't get to see you guys all the time. I don't really know you well. I probably walk past you in the hallway and don't recognize you. So I'd like you each to take a few minutes and come in and sit down and talk, and we'll talk about the course and how it's going for you and what your thoughts are and that sort of thing. Just to get to know each other, I think would be a good thing. So please do that. The next thing that Module 6 does is we start to look into actually what is the internet. Some really great videos on what is the internet, and I think you're going to enjoy that. And once again, you're going to think of things. It's going to open up ideas that hopefully you haven't even had about it. Grok. So hopefully you guys did okay with Grok. When I'm videotaping this, you still have, like, it's not due till tonight, so there's still a few people who haven't done much with it. But I love Grok. I love that you can fix things right on the page and change and experiment and really learn. So there's some pages that are just kind of information, but they all ask you to do something on the page to just to help you to understand what's going on. So please don't skip any of those pages. You have to make sure that every one of them turns green for you. Don't tear your hair out if you don't understand or you can't figure something out in Grok. I can actually get in the back end of Grok. So if you have a question or a problem, send me an email and I'll get in and take a look and see if I can help you, or stop in and see me and I can certainly help you with that too. I'm not going to count off if you can't, like if you can't figure it out, don't just say, oh, okay, I skipped that part. If you come to me and we solve it and you understand it, then you'll get full credit on it. Of course, if you let it go too long or you ignore it, then I'm going to obviously have to take some points off. So the point is, don't leave it till the last second. I know it's a lot of work and it's not quite as creative as perhaps AppLab was, but it will be once you understand and once you learn the skills, the HTML skills. You'll get a chance to do your own website, and there'll be requirements, so don't get started doing that until you see exactly what's involved. Anyway, hopefully you'll have some fun about that. And also remember that the syntax, there's no way you can remember all the syntax in any programming language. You would learn it, I mean, if you were using it, you would start to memorize it. But go back and take a look, like with Grok. Go back to the previous chapters, go back to the other pages and see what it is they're asking you to do. And there's also no shame in copying and pasting code. As long as you understand what the code does, you can copy and paste and adjust. So the syntax, I know, is difficult. So your AppLab surveys, at this point in time, everyone except one person has gotten their votes in. It was all split. Everybody seemed to like a lot of them. There was a slight edge for survey number 4. If you'd like to see people's comments on it, please go back to that same page where you could see all the surveys, and you can take a look and see what your classmates said. So enjoy Module 6. Don't waste your time. I mean, get moving on it. And if you have any questions, I am happy to answer them for you.